Hello, everybody. This is Chris Cowan with Craftin' Just Because. And we're going to make a fun card. Now, I don't know how it's going to turn out today because I've never made this. I'm kind of just winging it. I just grabbed some supplies. So we're going to make up a pop-up diorama card. And I was thinking of using this embossing folder, which is one of the new online exclusives. And then I was going to use the Oh Happy Day from the Playing in the Rain. I was going to use a piece of this pattern paper from the Masterfully Made Designer Series paper. I have basic white cardstock. I have Poppy Parade cardstock, Fleur du Flamingo cardstock, Daffodil Delight cardstock, Granny Apple Green cardstock, Pacific Point cardstock, and Highland Heather cardstock. And then I'm also pulling in two punches. One that is 1 3/4 of an inch, and I know it's retired. And then this is a current one, and we're using this tiny little heart. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I want to cut my cardstock so that we can put it in the embossing or do the embossing. So I'm first going to cut my card base, which is going to be 4 1/4 inches by 11. Okay. And then we're going to score that in half at 5 1/2. And I'm going to set that aside. Then I'm going to cut another piece of basic white cardstock. And I'm going to cut it at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And this is going to be the piece that we dry emboss. But I want to stamp a sentiment on it first. And then I'm going to come in with each of these colors and cut 1/4 of an inch of each color. So I've got my Poppy Parade, my Fleur du Flamingo, my Daffodil Delight, my Granny Apple Green. I'm going to cut another piece of that Daffodil Delight really quick because I'm going to use it in 2 spots. So I want to make sure I have plenty. My Pacific Point. Guess I could go this way. Let's do 2 of these too to make sure we have plenty. And I think it's Fresh Freesia. I said Highland Heather. Okay, I just realized that I cut my card base wrong. So I'm going to grab another piece of basic white cardstock, and then we'll probably have to cut my other piece down as well, because I wasn't thinking I was doing a card like I usually do. I want this to be 5 1/2 this way, and then I'm going to cut 1/2 inch off. I knew I was doing it wrong. Oh, and I just did it again. I'm not. Told you this could be a mess, and nobody listened. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, let's try this one more time. I want it to be 5 1/2 this way by 10 1/2 this way. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to have to cut down my base of my card. While we have this still out, let's score this at 3.5. 6.5. 7 and 10. Okay. So now let's cut that card piece that we're going to do down to 3 3/8 by 5 3/8. So we've got it right one way. This is 5 3/8. We want it 3 3/8 this way. Okay. Okay. Now we're on the right track. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove my paper trimmer. I'm going to come in with my cut and emboss machine. But first, I want to stamp that sentiment. So I'm going to use my Memento ink. And oh, happy day. Hold on. You know what? Let's stop on the stamping first. I'm going to go ahead and emboss it because I just realized I think I'm going to go the opposite way. You'll see what I'm... Oh, we forgot to cut our designer series paper. Leave it to me. Okay. So I'm going to add my cardstock to my embossing folder, and I realize that a little bit is hanging off, and that is okay because I'm covering some of this up with designer series paper. Now I need a plate. Perfect. Okay. So now we have that part done. We can get rid of this. We're going to have to bring back in our paper trimmer, but we'll do that in just a second because what I want to do is I'm going to take my strips and I'm going to glue I'll probably have to add more glue, but we're going to glue our strips down. Okay. And okay. Whoops. Okay. So we're making a rainbow. And then you'll see a little bit of the embossed look. Okay, so what we want to do, I'm going to let that dry for just a second, and I'm going to come in with my paper trimmer, and we are going to cut a piece of Designer Series paper, and I'm going to use this lemon lime color, and I'm going to cut it in that 3 3/8 by 5 3/8. Okay. Oh, we don't need this piece. Okay. And then we want to cut 3 hearts out of I want just those smaller hearts. There we go. So I want these 3 small hearts. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this back in, and we're going to trim off the excess there. Okay. And then I'm going to come in with my stamp and I'm going to stamp "Oh Happy Day." Oh, and I got it crooked. Dang it. Well, that stinks. I wonder if I could try to cover that up. Let me think on how to do that for a minute. I can't believe I did that. Okay, now I want to come in and burnish all of my score lines. Sorry about that. My paper trimmer just fell off my desk. Not my morning or my afternoon, huh? Okay. So now what we're going to do is on this end that has this tab. So how this is going to work is it's going to fold in like this and then fold flat, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to make a circle here. So first I want to tab this end so that it folds up nice. And we'll put adhesive on that in just a second. And then I'm going to come in. Oh, I wanted to put this on there first. Oh, and I need to cut this down. Okay. Telling y'all, not my day. Let me pick up my paper trimmer. Okay. Okie dokie. Now where's my card base? Here it is. Okay, let's measure this. Okay, so we want it 2 7/8. I have the length right, but this needs to be 2 7/8. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down. It is not the right length. Jeez. Could be 5 3/8. I must have not cut that right. Okay, well, let me get all this off my desk, all that white I messed up on. Okay, let's try this one more time. Okay, so we need this at 5 3/8 by 2 7/8. Hopefully we cut that right this time. We will soon see. Hot Mess Express here. Okay. That's better. Okay. I'm going to glue this down. Okay. I'm going to add tear and tape to my edge here. Okay. I'm also going to fix my piece here, hopefully, by punching that out. Of course it works on there. That's okay. We're getting it to come along here. Okay. Put that away. Okay, now we could punch out and make sure we've got the card going in the right direction. Okay, so from this angle, I'm going to punch a circle right on down like that. Okay. And then I'm going to glue. I need another piece of, or I need a piece of my green for the stem. We're going to make a little shamrock. Okay. 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 So now we're going to take this off and we're going to fold this over. Make sure I did that right. Okay. We're going to glue or adhere this over my mistake. I might add some of those. Okay. This like that. Okay. And then I want to add foam tape to the back. Okay. And then you're going to release okay, and then let's put a few of these on there. Okay, so there's our front. And then when you open it up, there's our shamrock. Oh, but now our shamrock is not in the middle. What could I put? I need to put something right there. Like a little rainbow. Trying to think of what I could add there because I didn't plan that out good. Well, it might just be that today. It kind of was a hot mess express. You know what I might do? I might add a couple of more strips and do the rainbow right there. That's what I'll do later on. Thank you guys for joining me today for this hot mess video. And until next time, my creative peeps, I will see you later. You guys have a great night. And if you make anything, tag me. Thanks. Bye-bye.